All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's start our lesson for this afternoon. I hope you are okay right now, and I know you are in good condition as of the moment. So let us pray first before we proceed to our lesson for this afternoon. Let's pray. Great God, loving Heavenly Father, we praise you and we glorify you at this very moment, and we ask for your guidance and your protection and your wisdom this afternoon. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, I hope you can all see my screen right now. So, our subject is, or our course is Lead 101 again. It's about basic leadership. So, this afternoon, we'll just talk about what is leadership to the different perspective of people. And we will also discuss what are the importance of leadership on what we call as different organization, different groups, and many other more. And the next thing would be is the five levels of leadership, which is needed for us to understand what are the importance or significance of it, or what level you are right now into your leadership um, phase or leadership style right now. Okay, I hope I can see my screen. Yeah, okay. So our module one is about introduction to leadership. So we will discuss or we will just define leadership in the different perspective. I know last Sunday you have submitted some of your insights and some of your thoughts about leadership and what is it all about. So it's important for you to understand what is leadership in your own context, in your own country, okay? Especially not only in your own country, but in your own community. And what is it all about? Okay, we will define first what is leadership. So later, I will send you a summary of this presentation. So I'll just send you the summary of the presentation later through this chat. I hope I can share it right later. So I will have you give you a copy of just the summary. Okay.
Yes,
So I want you
okay.
to take notes of this because this is very important. So take note of the things that I've shared with you. Since on the summary, it will not I will not give all the all
Yes,
the
Dhruv.
stuff, all what is written here, because it nullifies the essence of why I am sharing with you this topic. Okay, so just take note, and you can have some screenshot, but I will not share this whole, but I will share later this summary. So it will be a good review for you. So according to different author or personalities, according to P. Nordhaus, the process this is a process or ability whereby an individual influences a group of individuals to achieve a common goal. So here you can see there is someone, an individual, and then another individual who are influence another one. So we can see here that there are two groups of people. There is someone who is called as a leader, and the next is a member. Okay, so that would be someone that can that we can understand according to Nordhaus. So it's not according to him it's a process, but we can also say it as an ability. An ability. According to Binanos, it is an ability to create a compelling vision that takes people to a new place. So first is more on the group, like the different personalities or the different um, individuals. But here, it's more about the vision. It's what does it takes you or where does it takes you. So it's the ability to create vision that takes people to a new place or to a new um, for example, this situation. So from here to here, there are two situations. From here from the starting point to the ending point, according to Nanus. And according to John Maxwell, leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. So, as you can see, the definition of P. Northouse to John Maxwell, it's you can see the similarity of what they call as influence. Right now, we have heard the the term influencer right now, social media influencer, media personality. So does that kind of influence make them famous? But that kind of also of influence make their followers to be updated of their life, or sometimes what of whatever their comments is, whatever their thoughts is, or their thoughts are, people are people keep on listening to them. It's because of their influence. It's because of the influence that they have. So that is the leadership based on this different kind of authors, on the different kind of people. Okay, that's what a leader is. Okay, you can just screenshot this, copy this, some of the definition for this one. So right now, we will see the differences or importance of leadership in different aspects or in a different group setup. In an organization, we can say that this is a small group or in small group or like for example a biking group, or we can say a political group, or whatever it is. So leadership in an in organization, it may be volunteering, small group, or friendship. Sometimes we just have a group of people called friendship. Is multifaceted and crucial for its overall success and sustainability. So leadership is important in any organization. So this is the importance of some of the important points or factors when we are going to consider leadership in an organization. First is group culture. In different organization, there is a differences in culture. Like for example, this example, just have an example in terms of friendship, right? There is a group of people in terms of culture, like they are most of them are extroverts, they are outgoing. So they are expressive enough. They have different kind of culture. Right now, we have different era right now. Okay. So we have Gen Z, millennials, um, the boomers right now. So it is important for us to understand also the what era they have or what culture they are already been into. For example, sometimes, and you can see on Facebook, I'm not a boomer, I'm a millennial. So being a millennial is somewhat where we are. Oh, I don't know if there are millennials here. So I think millennials right now they are around 30 years old today, up to 40, something like that. So millennials tend to believe more on what people is expressing rather than what they are saying instead of the boomers. So the boomers are somewhat like the old ones. So the boomers tend to what they call is if you have see some immatures in the Facebook or social media where you can see that some boomers tend to comment on the people that they don't know. In millennials, it's offensive. Like, why will you comment on someone you didn't know or someone you don't know about? And sometimes, and the next one is the latest is the Gen Z. So the Gen Z focuses more on expressing themselves. So when you express those Gen Z, the Gen Zs are expressive on what they want to wear, what they want to know, what they want to express. And sometimes we need also to understand. So because there are different kinds of culture, so it's very important to know the era they're into and or what culture they belong. And in terms of leadership, effective decisions is important because effectivity or the production of a specific organization is significant to the growth of that group. The next one would be the goal setting. So as a leader in an organization, you should identify what are your goals. Why are we into? Why are we have this group? And another attribute that you need to understand in an organization is to foster communication. And through that communication, you can build strong relationship. And in an organization, as a leader, you should drive accountability. You should drive accountability of what your group has done or what your group has implemented. Because it's very important. Accountability. We're not just something like we lead something and we escape from that. Okay? We don't escape from the consequences of what we're doing. So in an organization, um, just what I've said earlier, so um, it boils down to the individual growth to collective growth. So as the individual grows in terms of the align with the goal of the specific organization, it creates a collective growth. In terms of corporate business, um, just for the background of others, I started in the ministry way back 2014. I studied theology in our Adventist University of the Philippines. However, due to some changes like a millennial something, I now shifted to the business world here in United Arab Emirates. So I'm having right now the MBA. So in a corporate setup, it's important as well to know that leadership in a business or corporate setup is paramount. So effective leadership acts as a driving force behind the organization success. So it's more on corporate. So influencing nearly every aspect of its operations and outcomes. So these are some of the important points I've learned in a corporate or business setting. So it's vision setting and strategic planning. It's not only plan. You not only you plan on something, but you have this strategic planning. So it's also important for you or for us to plan and you cast visions to your employees, or maybe you're not the owner, the CEO, or the managing director. Maybe you're just supervisor or manager, but it is important to your members or your downline to cast that vision for them to note or for them to be knowledgeable what are their what are the company's goals. Next one is the employee engagement and motivation. So as a leader, you're not there to impose something. You make them obey this one, just do this one. You empower also them and you have them the engagement or motivation. And since I've said earlier that it's important in an organization, the group culture. So in a corporate and business setup, you should also maintain as a leader to have a positive and healthy organizational culture. When you have, who among you here has their LinkedIn account? You know what is LinkedIn? You know what is LinkedIn? LinkedIn is um, the business social media. So right now, if you are, actually, I'm not right now into Facebook or Instagram. Most of the time, I'm into LinkedIn. So LinkedIn are professional. It's more on the corporate social media. You can see there people who are um, uh, achieving or excelling in their own field. So in terms of in Tagalog word, bawal toxic dun sa LinkedIn. So it's more on the professional mode yung na mga the people out there. So I can see there that there are people who are sharing their thoughts about the toxic culture or toxicity of their bosses, of their managers, and now having aware of those things when you are in a corporate or business setup or what maybe it's an SME or small medium enterprise or maybe just a small store, but it's important to have a positive and healthy organizational culture. And next is the productivity. and the one is innovation and adaptability. And the last thing, as an example of the significance of leadership, is in the ministry or mission. As a leader or a minister, influencing the spiritual health and growth of in a specific ministry is important. So being a leader on being a leader on that ministry or mission is to have spiritual direction, since on other aspect of corporate organization it's goal setting, but in ministry or mission the greater goal is to direct them spiritual direction. And as a leader, you should not only equip with what we call as um, charisma. You know the word charisma or charismatic. Um, Later, I will share it with you on the levels of leadership. So, as minister mission, you should also formulate how to reach out the community, to nurture members, discipleship, and decision making. So, these are some just thoughts on the importance of um, leadership in different setup. Okay. For a while, before I proceed to the levels of leadership, let me share you. I'll just stop the sharing and let me share you a summary. Okay, the summary of, I hope I can share this file. Okay, I'll just share with you the summary of, yeah, of this lesson that we are having. I hope you can, I shared the file in the group chat. So that's a summary only. So you are able to know what are the things that I've shared on the summary and what are the things that I haven't shared. Okay, what I've written only on this PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so let's go back to the, yeah. So now we'll go to the levels of leadership. So it's very important to know the levels of leadership. So position, permission, production, people development, and pinnacle. So on the other people on the other location they call it pinnacle, but we can call it pinnacle. So here position, it's 5-letter piece of levels of leadership. So we can determine what level of leadership you are right now. Actually, this position should be on the at the bottom, but I put this one just for you to understand the level one, level two, and the last level pinnacle. But pinnacle should be on the top. Okay, I will share it with you later. The like the Maslow hierarchy of needs, right? The Maslow hierarchy of needs. So here, this is Maxwell levels of leadership. So first one, the first level of leadership is position. So position, this is the lowest level of leadership. This is the entry level. Actually, it requires almost with no ability or effort to achieve. People follow because they have to. A leader because they have been appointed. So I'll just share it in my own language. So my fellow countrymen, leader ka lang kasi inappoint ka. Leader ka lang kasi nasa position ka. In English, you're just a leader because you are into that position. You're a leader because someone appointed you. You're the leader. So this is the lowest level of leadership. So it's an entry level. Like for example, in a classroom setting, in a classroom setting or in a setup of school students, like teacher students, like you're just a teacher because you are employed or you are assigned to. But this is the lowest level of leadership. So let us see the characteristics of those leadership, this level of leadership position. So first one is leaders at this level rely only on rules, regulations, and their positional power to direct others. So if you are in this level of leadership, that's the characteristic. Have you known someone who have this what we call this kind of um this level of leadership? Like they are just there because they are put into that position. So there are advantages and disadvantages of having, or when you are into this level, entry level. So for example, if you are in a you are applying into a position in the company, the first thing is you're a clerk or an executive or an assistant. So this is something like this level of leadership, your position. So the advantages is provide a starting point for lead. This, but there are the advantages, pros and cons on having this level of leadership. So the advantage of being at this level is that it provides us a starting point for leadership and serve as an opportunity to earn more influence. Though you are still in this kind of level of leadership, it can still serve as an opportunity for you to earn more influence. So maybe you think I'm just in this position. No, but there is still an advantage for you. You can earn influence, you can gain trust of people. So make that as an opportunity for your members to gain their trust, gain their confidence, or gain your confidence to them, even though you're still in this level of leadership. The disadvantages of this kind of leadership is that it can lead to resentment if relied upon. So, I mean, there are pros and cons. So, the cons are it can lead to resentment if relied upon. So, followers may only do what is required and nothing more. So, they just obey you as a leader. They just obey you because you're a position. And then, let's see in a church setup, you're a priest or you're a pastor, you're an elder. People just obey you because you are into that position. Because you're an elder, you're a bishop, you're a pastor. People obey you because you're in that position, but nothing more, nothing less. Okay, because in that position, so they're only you are only obeyed because of your position. But even though you're still on the entry level of this leadership, what the best behavior is, you should be competent, organized, and fulfill. Just be competent enough, and sooner or later, maybe you can be upgraded to a next level of leadership. Okay, you just be competent, organize, and fulfill your basic responsibilities. So this is very important. So just take heart. Just take heart. Okay. The first is position. The next one is permission. So this level, just a wrong typing. So this level is based. Sorry, just I'll just um ano this one, edit this one. So this level is based and built on relationships. So people choose to follow because they want to. They give the leader permission to lead them. Something like in Tagalog, in Filipino word, okay, sige, mag-leader ka, okay lang naman sa akin, wala naman, okay lang. So, in other words, in English, so, I want you to be the leader, but just what I want. Because we have something like an agreement or just you don't have any choice. You do not have any options. You just permitted someone. Or maybe he or she is your relative, a family member, or just a friend. So, permission. So these are the characteristics. Leaders at this level listen well. So show empathy and build trust among members. So I can say that these leaders are the charismatic one because they became leader. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. They became leader because they show empathy and build trust among its members. So that would be another reason. Like they are charismatic. The people believe them because they are caring, they are good in their attitude, they are close friends. So these are some the pros. Moral improves and most people are willing to go extra mile. So when you're already at this level of leadership, some people are willing to go extra mile because you care for them, you trust them, okay, you comfort them, you are there with them. So this is important. So there are also cons at this level of leadership. So leaders are liked, but production is low. This is a disadvantage. People just like you because of your attitude, but your production or effectivity is low. Have you know someone, a leader like this? Like there are leaders in an organization, they are loved, but their production is low. But just because of their relationship, like they can say it in the church setting, like on a missional setting, there are good people. They are good, they are humble, they are patient. Yes, those attributes are very important, but their production is low. They just good at their attitude. It may be in the political setting, like those people are loved because they care for the people, they care for its citizens, but no laws pass. They don't they don't fulfill the basic responsibilities of a leader. So the production is low. The productions are low. So the best behavior of these leaders that I told earlier that he or she is good with connecting with people. He listens to them and genuinely care and value them. Just like that. So it's more on the attitude when you are on the permission level. But this is also important when you are at this level. So position, you are just elected, you are just appointed, but permission, it's based on your relationship. It's more on your attitude. So in the next one is the production. So when you are at this level of leadership, here the definition is producing results built on influence and credibility. So this level of leadership, you are already have a proven track record. So you may be not a good in what we call attitude. Like there, have you known someone like good in not good in attitude, but you can see that he or she has a proven track record. He or she may be not liked. Maybe the majority do not have a do not want this kind of leader because of his or her attitude, or but he or she has a proven track record. So let's see the advantage and disadvantages. So this level is about results. So leaders at this level are effective at get things done. So they are more into let's go, let's get this, let's have this one, let's accomplish this. So the advantages or the pros are when you are already at this level, you increase productivity, improve morale due to success. So when in a business or corporate setting, when as a member you see how productive your leader is, how he or she is working effectively and efficiently, so that may influence you, sometimes indirectly. You are not aware of this just because of that influence. If there is a Bible verse like it says, by constant beholding you will be changed. So this kind of leader, when you see or this kind of leader influences you, so your also productivity increases. Okay, these are some of the disadvantages. Okay, you may be good in production or reaching the goal, but sometimes you focus on the result at the expense of developing people. Sometimes you forgot to build relationship. Um, it's something like an autocratic one, something like that. So the best behavior as a leader is this leader is to lead by example, be productive, and focus on achieving results that benefit the organization. Okay, that's a third one. We only have remaining two left. So people development. At this level of leadership, the goal at this level is to identify and develop numerous leaders as you can by investing in them and helping them grow. So let's see the characteristics. So it focuses on empowerment and investing on its members to become leaders as well. So being a leader at this level, it does not stop at you, but you want also to share it to others that they become leaders in the future. So in the church setting, it or in the missional setting, it we can associate it with discipleship. So you cannot be a disciple when you do not you cannot be a disciple when you do not have disciplers. Okay, um, you cannot be um, um, a leader when you're not a member first. So it's very important that someone lead you, develop you as a leader in the future. So these are some of the some of the advantages. So loyalty increases, turnover decreases. So the more you develop um, someone, so you can see sometimes um, it's good that there are some of the pros and cons. So when you are investing on someone, when you are um, discipling someone to be a leader, sometimes the productivity may be at risk because you spend time, but it depends on how you handle those tasks or those responsibilities. So, but advantages is the organization develops a pipeline of future leaders. So, when you develop people, like for example, in the political setting, so the leader or the politician or the government official will not stop on I'll always be the leader. I'll always be at this position. Sooner or later, he or she should have trained someone or influenced someone to be a leader in the future. In the church setting, like I will not be a pastor or elder or a minister for so long. I should disciple more because in the future, I will be an old person, um, and it serves also as an opportunity to disciple. So these are the disadvantages. So it takes time, effort, and genuine commitment to growth of others. So these are some because this needs investing time to someone, or it needs someone to disciple. So it takes time. So mainly the cons of this is more on the disadvantage. It's time. More the cons of this more on time. It's the timeline of how this leader you are developing or you are trained, that you are being trained, how long. So best behavior of this leader is equip members with their skills and empowering them, trusting by their own potential. So you are more on equipping them. And the last one, okay, so is pinnacle. So this is the highest level of leadership. It requires longevity as well as intentionality. So these are the characteristics. The strong positive influence built over time, it based on reputation, character, and impact. So this is not only on the position, but it is built over time. Like, yes, you have the efficiency, you have the charisma, you have you disciple people, you develop people. But this is the overall. When you are at this level of leadership, you're already at the pinnacle of this leadership, this being a leader. So advantages, it creates lasting impact. So leaders at this level often attract other high leaders. So again, I wrote this one. Okay. So these are some of disadvantages. Okay, disclaimer drawing. So this is advantages. And okay, I erased already. So it creates a lasting impact. Leaders at this level often attract other high level leaders. So when you're already at the pinnacle of the or the on the level of leadership, you have this advantage. So these advantages take significant time and consistent track record to reach this level. So same as the people development. So in the pinnacle, it takes significant time. Um, you should have numerous achievements, numerous relationship building to reach this level. So you will not reach this. For example, I am Jurel, so I will just be the pinnacle. Okay. So the best behavior of this leader is continue to grow yourself and invest on others. So I'll share with you this um, ano, this graph. Okay, this is the levels of leadership. If you can see, this is the last table before we end our class. So you can see position is all about rights because you're in the position. Permission at this level is you just have the relationship with your members. Production is based only on the result. So people development is more focused on reproduction. Pinnacle, the result is more on respect. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this kind of leader, how your members obey or follow you. People follow you, and number one, on position, people follow you because they have to. You're in that position. You're in that position eh. Like, Tagalog leader ka eh. Mayor ka eh. Like, pastor ka eh. Manager ka eh. So, they just obey you because you're in that position. But basically, it's entry level. So, it's a low level. In the permission, people follow because they want to. So, they just want to follow you because you have a relationship with them. In the production, it's based again, these are the keywords. It's based on results. People follow you because what you have done for the organization, whatever the organization is, missional organization, corporate organization, political organization, school organization, um, whatever it may be, an institution, people follow you because what you have done to that organization. So in people development, people follow you because what you have done for them. The difference between production and people development, on production, it's more on the overall, but in the people development, you focus also on each members. You have not stopped on the organization. And the last one is respect. People follow you because of who you are and what you represent. If you can see, there are some social media personalities and influencers or leaders that people follow because they see them, they respect them. They saw their works, their achievements of what they have done to the people. They have a proven track record. They have a best leadership background. Okay, so these are the levels of leadership. Okay, before we end the class, do you have any questions on this level of leadership? Okay, I think I'll share with you an assignment if there's none. So I'll give you the time if there's none. So I have an assignment with you, just because it's just a lecture type. So you can,
Sir, I have a question.
yes, sure, sure. Yes, okay, sure. Question. I'll be for.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can see who's
What is the best?
asking. May I know your name? Sorry, because
Yes,
my
Michael
screen is
po.
limited. Okay, Michael, sure.
Yeah,
Go.
first name. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have a question. What is the best kind of leadership level of leadership
Okay. The best
according to
answer to
our
that,
lesson
yeah,
this afternoon?
the best level. Actually, this is the level means these are not kinds of leadership. These are the levels. So the best should be pinnacle because pinnacle is the combination of all these four, like people development, production, permission, and position. So that is the best because it's a combination of all these levels of. If you can see the Maslow hierarchy of needs, same on this leadership, you are already at the top pinnacle because you have already attained that position. You already have this relationship with people. You already have this production. That's why position is called as entry level. So you will first enter at the position, then sooner or later you become at the pinnacle. You gain the respect of people. So the answer would be pinnacle. Okay. Do you have any other question? Actually, I have some. Yeah, you have a question, Brighton. I think you're.
Yes,
Okay, or you
yes.
just, yeah, sure, sure.
I wanted to. Yes, I wanted to ask. So it is best to have the pinnacle leadership style for everyone, or you can be stuck on one type of one level of leadership.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct, Brighton. But let me share with you that this is the level. So when you say level, you are already at the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor. You can you can be at the fifth floor when you have not passed through first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor. So yes,
Okay.
it's correct that you should be at the pinnacle. So because pinnacle is a combination of all, but just what John Maxwell have said on the definition, it's influence. So you gain already the respect of people because of you the proven track record and what you have done for them and what you represent for them. Okay? So
Thank you, sir.
thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for that wonderful question. I think I have an assignment with you, but give an example. This is just a basic. So give an example of any leader. So it may be political, religious, or business. Okay, whatever leader is, and describe what level of leadership they reach. So elaborate it. So this will serve also as your attendance for this class. So I have only two assignments for this whole course. Okay, so this is the first assignment. The assignment is 30% of your grades. So send it through Word or PDF file. So any font format will do, any format will do. Just kindly indicate your full name on that assignment. Okay, you just send it. Can you send this? Can you save this slide? Have a screenshot. So have a screenshot of this assignment. I'll give you 2 minutes or 1 minute to screenshot this assignment. So submission deadline is on or before April 25. Okay, you can just send it to my email. So jorel.lcmbsi@gmail.com. So that is my academic email. So you should give any example of any leader you know. It may be a religious leader, it may be government official, it may be manager, and describe what level of leadership they reach. Okay. Do you have any question on this assignment before I end this class? Any question? So this will serve as your assignment, 30% of your grades, and your attendance
Shalom.
for today.
Pinili
Okay?
akong good.
Hello,
Pinili akong
Doc.
plus
Hello po. Yes?
picture.
Doc, can I ask, Doc?
Yes po.
Only one person? Only one example,
Yes.
Doc?
Yes.
Sa tabis.
Only one example.
Okay, thank you.
Only one example. So no limit of words. It's up to you. Maybe 2 sentences, 3 sentences, 4 sentences. It's okay. No limit of pages. So I give grace, not only grades. Okay, I give grace to this one. So send it through Word, Microsoft Word, or PDF file. You can screenshot or take a photo of this. So any format, any spacing, just kindly indicate your name. So I'll get back to this level of leadership. Okay. Again, I shared with you. I share with you um the material that I sent. So the summary, so you will not be misguided on what are the levels of leadership. Okay. So again, I'll just have this for I think 1 minute before I end up. So let me share it with you. Okay. Okay, I sent on this. Okay, this is I sent it already to the group chat. So these are the 5 levels of leadership. I just put the summary. So this is just a summary. I don't want you to remember all the things that I've written, but only the basic points. Okay. So I'll share it with you again on the group chat. And I also will send it to you. Again, I send the summary, and then I'll have the, please also, the assignment. Okay, last one, I'll just screenshot this one so you can save. Print screen. Okay, I'll just print screen this one. Okay, and then I'll send it to your, yeah, I'll send it right. The subject, what subject is
Yes,
this?
it's
It's
basic
basic leadership. Okay. Again, thank you everyone. If you have any questions, you can just send me an email. Send me an email to know if you have questions. So again, thank you so much, and good afternoon or good morning to the other parts of the country. Thank you.
Bro, kindly add me to our GC.
Okay, sure.
Thank
Actually,
you.
I'm not in the GC as well, but I will ask the other professors to add you. Okay.
Thank you po.
Okay, no problem.
With 5 minutes, it's a 2 break.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,